I'm Sophia A. Jackson, and today I'm joined by
Carma Hylton.
Thank you so much for joining us today. So, in your own words, can you tell us about Geoff Aymer's new version of Alice in Wonderland, which is opening this Christmas at Theatre Peckham?
Yes, of course. So it's a really exciting, like innovative, whatever that word is. You know what I mean? Modern take, innovative. That's it. Modern take on a classic. It's really, really current and up to date, and I feel like you can really see yourself in the play. Like I feel like it's really, yeah, you can really relate to the play, and it's nice. It's really modern and up to date.
I've been to the last few Christmas shows at Theatre Peckham. Have you seen any of them? They're really fun, and the songs are always really good. So are we in for a treat with the songs as well?
We are. I actually received the songs, I think, about 2 weeks ago, and they are incredible. They are really, really good.
Yeah, like they're usually really catchy, and then you come to the theatre like singing along with
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to it. So you're playing the main character, Alice. Are there any similarities in personality between you and Alice?
I feel like, yeah, there is. I feel like we're both curious, can be a little bit, a little bit moody. And Alice is quite a moody and sassy character. But she's moody and sassy, but she has a nice character arc, and she's learning from her mistakes, and she's just going through the world kind of just being herself, which I can relate to as well.
So have you actually started rehearsals?
No, so we start midway through November.
So when you're going through the script, are you like making any tweaks so that it's more in line with that goes with more with your character as a person?
So at the moment, I'm just learning the lines, keeping it exactly the same because I don't want to change anything. But I feel like when you go into the rehearsal process, it really is a lot more collaborative. So as long as the basic like skeleton script, the lines are down, that's when you can, talk to the directors and the writers, and you can kind of mix it up a little bit. But for now, I'm keeping it the same.
Christmas is such a great time of year when it comes to theatre because all the shows are really uplifting. What are some of your fondest memories of going to the theatre at Christmas time, if you have any that you can share?
Oh, I absolutely love going to the theatre at Christmas. Like Panto is something I really look forward to every year. Like as a kid, like every year I used to look forward to going to Panto. It's just so magical. It's so fun. I feel like it's not the only time, but it's such a nice bit of interactive theatre.
Yeah.
And I feel like all ages can enjoy it, from literally a 2-year-old to a 90-year-old. I feel like it's for all the family. And it's just so nice to get together and do something a little bit different over the Christmas period, because going to the theatre isn't something the average person does all the time, but it's a nice little treat at Christmas, and I really used to enjoy it.
Yeah, I agree. I think if you're not somebody that likes going to the theatre, I think like Christmas shows and Panto is accessible for everyone because it's fun. I definitely agree with that. So you're best known for your role as Candy Rose in CBBC's The Dumping Ground. Please, could you share how that experience has led to where you are today in terms of your career?
Yeah, of course. So I started that show when I was 12 years old, and before that, to be honest, I hadn't even thought about if I really wanted to be an actor or not. I went to a dance school and the opportunity arose, and I feel like acting kind of chose me, and I got the job and I loved it, which is why I decided to continue. But I feel like I really did learn everything I know on set, working with amazing directors and the amazing cast. So I owe everything to do with my acting career to that show.
And what would you say was the main takeaway for being on mainstream TV and having something that you've been able to rely on in compared to not being in a consistent TV show?
Main takeaway is don't take things for granted, because obviously that was the first job I ever got, which is so lucky. And it is, yeah, and it is a lot harder being more being more self-employed, doing different jobs here and there. But it's kind of also more fun because while I was in the show for 6 years, I didn't have the opportunity to audition for anything else, because I was in a contract. Whereas now I can audition for different things. I'm meeting new people. I'm doing all sorts of different projects. So there's a lot more variety and spontaneity in my work now, but the security is gone.
And is that quite daunting, not having that security there?
It was at the beginning, because I wasn't sure if it was something I'd be able to manage. But I think because I've been out the show now for 3 years, and maybe the first bit of time was really daunting, but now I've found my feet and I'm being able to book regular work, so it's all working out, so it's all good.
So from someone that's gone from having regular work to now, putting the feelers out, going for auditions, what kind of tips would you give to a newbie to the industry?
Definitely just go for every audition, even if you read it and you can't fully imagine yourself in that character. You don't know what the casting director's thinking. You don't know what the producer has in their head. So it's really important to just go for every audition and to just be yourself, because at the end of the day, you might book a job, like you might not you might be perfect for the role, but they're looking for someone with ginger hair. You know what I mean? So it's important that you put yourself forward for everything, be yourself. And if you don't get the role, don't take it too seriously, because it can be down to such small details that aren't even in your control.
You sound like you've got quite a positive outlook on life, but how do you actually deal with rejection when it's a no from the casting director?
Yeah, again, when I was younger, I used to find it really hard. I used to find it like a personal. I used to think, oh, I'm not good enough. But to be honest, you really do just have to switch that mindset, because when I was young, and I was feeling like this, obviously I was talking to my mum, and my mum said, if you can't, you have to decide. If you can't handle the knockbacks, it's probably not the right industry for you. Yeah. And with that, I kind of had to have a think, like, can I handle it? Do I love it enough to put up with it? Because although the job is amazing, the other side of the job is not that great. So you need to really be able to just think positively, being able to move on, just keep going, because you never know when it's going to be your time.
I think that was excellent advice from your mum. Like, do you really do this? Like, heart cut out for this, because I definitely don't think that acting is for the faint-hearted, because be able to just dust yourself off and go for the next audition, and that's definitely not something I would be able to do. So hats off to you. So far, who would you say has had the biggest impact on your career that you want to shout out now and say a big thank you to?
Who has had the biggest impact on my career? I guess the dumping ground as a whole, because it's where I started and where I learned, because I wasn't in any acting classes before that, so it's kind of where I learned my skill. But also I made a good friend on the show, Leo James, who I'll shout out, because now we both started the show at a similar-ish time and finished the show at a similar-ish time. And we're now working through the industry together, and he lives in Newcastle, because the Dumping Ground's filmed in Newcastle, so everyone in the show is all around the world. But we FaceTime and we help each other with self-tapes and castings, and to have that person to like bounce off and like to have that support with someone is really, really, really lovely.
Oh, that's very nice. Thank you. We're on to the quick fire round now. Okay. So if you could invite absolutely anybody to press night, dead, alive or fictional, who would it be?
Will Smith, because I love him.
Fair enough. Maybe he'll see the interview and come along.
Yeah, brilliant.
First time going to the theatre, and who took you?
Oh, I can't fully remember. It was probably a panto, and it was probably my mum. And obviously I loved it because I've loved the theatre.
What was the last play that you saw?
It was, what was it? Oh, it was Michael Jackson in the West End, and it was brilliant.
Excellent, thank you. And finally, why should we come and see Alice in Wonderland at Theatre Peckham?
You should come and see it because it's going to just be festive, fun, and just exciting. Everything, a Christmas play should be.
Perfect. Thank you so much.